Hello everyone, this is Shanti Sirsat from Information Technology Department, and in this session I start the practical number 13, first program. So let's start with the first program from practical number 1, 13, which is related to the multiple inheritance, which is related to multiple inheritance. Okay. Check here. There are two base classes, that is area and perimeter. Multiple inheritance. This is the example of multiple inheritance. Having multiple inheritance means multiple base classes and single derived class. In first base class area, I declared the variable area, and in perimeter class, I declared the variable perimeter. Here check, the rectangle is a derived class having two base classes, that is area base class and perimeter base class. And after that, I declared here two variables, that is length and breadth. Here we perform the input operation, and after here we perform the operation, that is here we find out the uh, area of the rectangle and here perimeter of rectangle using the formula, maths formula. Now check here, area, which is area is a variable of the base class area, which is declared in private section. I just want to declare in public section. Okay, because private section, the data member of the base class which are declared in private section are not accessible outside the class. So both declare the base class member which we want to access in derived class declared in public section. Then here we display the area and perimeter. Area and perimeter of the base class. Area is the variable or data member of the base class area, and perimeter is the data member of the base class perimeter. Both are declared in public section of the base class, and that's why these both the data members are directly accessible in this derived class. After that, as per the rule, here I created the object of derived class rectangle, and here we call the or invoke the function, that is get data and display function. Both are the member function of the derived class. That's it. So now here we perform the execution of the program. Enter. Okay. Remove this one. Okay. Control a function F7. Execution start from main. Get data function. Length 2. Enter. Breadth 4. Enter. F7. एरिया कैलकुलेट हो रहा है, पेरीमीटर कैलकुलेट हो रहा है. देन डिस्प्ले द एरिया एंड पेरीमीटर ऑफ रेक्टेंगल. Right. Area is 8, 4 into 8 and 2, 4 plus 6, that is 12. Perimeter of rectangle. This is the example of multiple inheritance. Now here we check the second program, that is related to virtual base class. Okay, which is related to the virtual base class. Okay, check here, when we use the virtual base class, when the base class properties inherited into more than one time in derived class, to avoid the ambiguity, to avoid the confusion in a derived class, we declared a base class as a virtual base class to avoid the ambiguity, to avoid the duplication and smooth execution of the program. Now check here, class cricketer having data members name and team name and age. After that, in member function of this class, we perform the input operation, and show function we perform normal output operation. Then the next class is, just a second. Just a second, guys. Yes. In show function, we normally display the cricketer name, age of the cricketer and team name. After that, in derived class, that is the class bowler, here I declare this or inherited this class cricketer, base class virtually. That is public virtual cricketer. Means here I created base class as a virtual class. After that, in bowler, I declare the data members, type of the bowler, then speed and total number of wickets it already taken. Then here we in read operation we perform the input operation. After that, class batsman, in this class we already perform also inherited the base class cricketer. Okay, and then out accept the input. Okay, after that the last class, that is all rounder class, in which we inherited the bowler and batsman, directly inherited bowlers and batsmen, and indirectly which class we inherit here, cricketer class. Means here cricketer class implemented or inherited, cricketer class inherited in all rounder class two times, through bowler and through batsman. So if you want to avoid the confusion of this derived class, that's why I created the cricketer as a virtual base class. So only one copy is created here of the base class cricketer. After that, here I display the details of the bowler. Now in void main I created the object of last derived class, that is all rounder class. Check here, and then we call all the functions of the base class and derived class. Check the execution. A dot get name, then age of the cricketer, then team, then read function, bowler, then speed, then wicket. Okay, then accept, size, runs and century. I think here is something going wrong, guys, so it will create a problem at the time of. Okay, just I want to display the output, right? Okay, check here, actually here is a one problem. I just want to execute this program once again, so your doubt will be clear. Name of the cricketer, age, then bowler, type of bowler, speed of ball, total number of wickets, enter the batting side, total number of runs, and number of centuries. Take these details. Okay. This is the concept of virtual base class. Cricketer is a virtual base class which is implemented 2 times. Okay, so avoid this confusion in derived class. I created a cricketer as a virtual base class. Guys, if you have any doubt regarding this, I will solve your doubt at the time of live session. Thank you.